Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day, students. I am Shami A. Echusman, your teacher for today's lesson. So, before we formally start our discussion, let's have stand first. And can you please lead the prayer, Mr. Amiluna, and for the Christian prayer, Miss Onto? Okay, thank you. So, you may now sit down. So, how are you, class? Yes? Okay, fine, thank you. So, before we start, may I know who's the absent for today? Okay, none so far, very good. So, before we formally start, I want you to know our three classroom rules, no? First is to listen attentively. Second is to participate when you are calling, no? Kumbaga, kapag tinawag ko kayo, you can participate and share your ideas. And lastly, maintain the cleanliness and noisy, no? Huwag tayong magmaingay, no? So, now let's tackle about the previous lesson, no? Who wants to share? What was that? Yes? Okay, it's about earthquake. So, alam naman natin kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng earthquake, no? So, now, meron akong prepare dito na picture. I want you to describe this picture. Okay, how will you describe this, Miss Muhammad? Okay, it is a typhoon. Very good. Okay, now, our topic for today is all about understanding typhoon. Okay, so our first, our objective, no, wait lang class, ha? Okay. Here's our objectives. Okay, who wants to read? Yes, Mr. Hasim. Okay, thank you. So, now, let's proceed to the topic now. Okay. Okay. So, what is typhoon? Yes, Miss Jabal. Okay, thank you. Another hand. Yes, Miss De Leon. Okay, thank you. So, typhoon is defined as tropical cyclone with the maximum wind of 34 knots or higher pa siya. It is a tropical cyclone with the maximum wind of less than 34 knots, no? It is called tropical depression. So, difference between two types of tropical cyclones are just if the maximum winds is less than or mas mataas siya sa 34 knots. So now, as you can see here, no, it is the revised definition of super typhoon or STY category. So first is we have the tropical depression, the tropical storm or TS, and then severe tropical storm or the STS, and then typhoon, which is our topic, and then the super typhoon. Yes. So, severe typhoon rather. So, tropical depression class is less than 62 km per hour or less than 17 meter per second or less than 34 knots, no? Ababa siya, I mean to say. And then, ang higher TCWS niya is 1. And then, the second one is the tropical storm. Meron naman siyang 62 to 88 km per hour. And then, 17.2 to 24.4 meter per second. And then, 34 to 47 knots. And its highest TCWS is 2. And then the third one is the severe tropical storm, which is 89 to 117 kilometer per hour and 24.5 to 32.6 meter per second and 48 to 63 knots. So, yung TCWs naman niya is 3, no? And then the typhoon is 104 kilometer per hour or hindi kaya ang meter per second naman niya is 32.7 to 51.2 and its knots is 64 to 99 knots. Its highest TCWs naman is to 4. And then lastly, the severe typhoon or STY, it is 51.3 meter per second or higher than 100 knots or di kaya mas mataas pa siya. And then its highest TCWS is 5. Then, as you can see here now, it is the modified tropical cyclone with signals or system. So, ito na yung number niya, no? From 1 to 5, which is the tropical depression, the tropical storm, severe tropical storm rather, and then typhoon, and then lastly severe typhoon. So now, as we can see here, no, this is an example of typhoon. It is the eye of the typhoon, or ito yung mata ng bagyo, and then it is the we call this wall of the typhoon. So we expect a lot of rain and strong winds kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng bagyo. And then yung winds in typhoon move in certain direction. So nag-move lang siya dito, yung hangin ng typhoon, no? So they go around a center area. So meron siyang target area na kung saan nangyayari yung typhoon. So now, let's proceed to the next. Okay. Who wants to read? Yes. Okay, it is the layers in the atmosphere. So, as we know, we have 5 layers in the atmosphere, which are the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. So, the Earth's atmosphere is composed of those several distinct layers, which is, I mentioned earlier. So, each with its own, so meron silang mga characteristics and function. So first, ano nga ba yung troposphere? So, ang troposphere class, it is the lowest layer extending up to about 8 to 15 kilometers or 5 to 9 miles above the Earth's surface. Ang stratosphere naman, rather, it is the above the troposphere. Kumbaga, halimbawa, ito yung troposphere, then ito yung stratosphere. Second lang siya. Kumbaga, sa taas pa siya ng troposphere. So, ang stratosphere naman, it is above the troposphere. It reaches from above 15 to 50 kilometers, no? And then, it is about 9 to 31 miles high. So, ganun siya kataas sa troposphere. So, next is the mesosphere. So, ang mesosphere naman, it extends from around 50 to 85 kilometers and then 31 to 53 miles above the Earth. And then yung thermosphere naman, here, ang thermosphere is the stretches about 85 to 600 kilometers. It is also about 57 to 373 above the Earth. And lastly, the exosphere. Our exosphere is the outermost layer extending from around 600 kilometers to 10,000 kilometers. It is 377 miles to um, above above 6,200 miles above the Earth. So, as you can see here, this is the exosphere. This is the layer where artificial satellites can be orbit. And then the thermosphere naman, within this layer, yung ultraviolet daw, and then yung radiation dito, it causes ionization, which manifests visually aurora borealis or northern lights, or aurora australis, southern lights. So dito naman sa ating mesosphere, sa layer na ito, here sa second picture, class, this layer protects the Earth from meteors' impact. So pinaprotektahan niya yung Earth natin sa mga meteoric impact. No? And then sa stratosphere naman, this layer of the atmosphere contains the ozone layer. So dito naman, ito na yung nagpo-protect sa mga like sa UV rays, ultraviolet, ganyan. So ito naman yung troposphere. This layer is refers to the weather disturbances can happen. So dito nangyayari na yung kapag umuulan. So next. Okay, let's talk about how typhoons are formed. So sa formation naman ng typhoon form over warm oceans water at least 26.5 degrees Celsius, which hits the air above, causing it to rise and create a low pressure area. The Earth's rotation makes this air spin, no? Forming a rotating system. So as the warm, moist air rises and cools, it condenses into cloud. And then nagre-release naman siya ng heat, which fuels the storm further. So sa process na ito siya, class, it continues organizing the storm into a cyclone with a calm center called, which is the eye. It is the eye of the typhoon, and surrounded by the intense winds and rain. So ito na yung, so first, para malaman natin kung paano siya ma-form yung typhoon, first is warm ocean water, more than 26 degrees, provides energy for the hurricane and causes more evaporation, making humid air and clouds. Second one is winds coming together force air upward, pupunta siya sa taas. And then the third is winds flow outward above the storm, allowing air below to rise. So yung air dito, yung force air dito is pupunta siya here, mag-form siya ng kumbaga storm. So number 4 is humid air rising makes the clouds of the storm. So dito naman nag-form yung storm natin. And then lastly, light winds outside the hurricane steer it and let it grow. So once na na-form na siya, possible na magkakaroon na ng typhoon. Okay, next is the safety measure during typhoons. Okay, so the safety measures during typhoons, so meron tayong 3 safety measures during sa typhoon, during or having typhoon. First is the before, during, and after. So first is before. Ano nga ba yung gagawin natin bago mangyari yung typhoon? So first is stay informed. So dapat i-monitor natin yung mga weather updates. Kailangan natin malaman like manood tayo ng TV or news like that. The second is prepare an emergency kit. So i-prepare na natin yung mga important na documents, mga pagkain, mag-stock na, and i-ready na yung mga first aid kits, like yung mga gamot, paunang lunas, ganyan. And then third is secure your home. And fourth, plan for evacuation. And lastly, backup powers. So dapat may mga, kumbaga, meron kayong generator, so mas mabuting siya. And then sa during typhoon naman, you can, you can stay indoor, so wag lalabas kasi syempre may typhoon. And second is to listen to updates, kailangan maalam tayo. And then third is avoid electrical appliances. So kung nagkakaroon na ng typhoon, huwag kang lumapit sa mga appliances kasi maaaring yung electricity, ganun. And then fourth is avoid floodwaters. And lastly, syempre, stay calm. Huwag tayong magpanic kasi mas lalo pa tayong mapapahama. So after typhoon naman, ang pwede natin gawin is to wait for official notice, no? And then check for damage. And then avoid down power lines. And then boil waters, importante rin siya. And then fifth is report damages. So and then number 6 is help others. So kung maaari, kung okay ka naman and then may nakita kang hindi masyado siya, kumaga need niya ng help, you can also do helping him or her. So these safety measures, no, by following these safety measures, you can significantly reduce the risk associated with typhoon. So stay prepared and stay safe. So meron akong inihandang activity sa inyo. So class, are you ready? Okay, ready na ba ang lahat? Okay, thank you. So ipa-flash ko lang dito kung ano yung activity na gagawin ninyo. Just imagine na lang class na mayroon tayong white screen mo dito. Okay, that's the activity you will gonna do, no? And then, after nyo magawa yung activity na yan, let's proceed to your assignment. So, all you have to do is that to create or make your own safety measure during typhoon. Gets na ba? Okay, very good. So, I want you to share your lesson learned now kasi gusto ko malaman if may natutunan ba kayo or may masasabi ba kayo tungkol sa mga safety measures or paano na-form yung typhoon, kung ano nga ba yung typhoon. Okay, yes, Miss De Leon? Okay, very good. Raise your hand. Yes, Miss Igiteria. Okay, thank you. So, that's the end of our lesson. Thank you for listening and participating. So, see you and goodbye. Yes, goodbye and thank you.